Favorite villain. All right. So
Dylon.
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 He spits the hot
Spits
fire.
hot fire.
I'm rapping a rip. This is the way that Dylon spits.
I think there's a bit of a unfair advantage for one particular villain in Dragon Ball Z. I just think because he gets the most love in the series, and we all know that's Frieza. Frieza's like the most popular villain in Dragon Ball Z, but Frieza's not my favorite. Cell is my favorite.
John, who's your favorite villain?
I'm just trying to call. There was is it like Garlic Jr., I think?
Yeah.
In one of the movies.
The first
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, the
Filler villain.
The Dead Zone. Yeah.
I just think that was like a good standalone movie and story, and his henchmen. I can't recall much of it, but I just remember it all really worked.
I wasn't really thinking about movies, to be honest, but
Lord Slug
that's fair
and
enough.
Mine's definitely not Lord Slugger.
It might be Broly. You know, Broly was a villain.
Xavier, who's your favorite villain?
favorite villain. Well, I mean, if you don't count Vegeta as a villain, actually,
I mean, you could.
You could.
I think
there's
you could.
nothing wrong with
If you count him in the Saiyan saga.
He's like an anti-hero. That's what you can kind of put him on.
Yes,
there.
exactly.
He's
So
not
his-
really.
So what arc? If it depends on what arc you like him in. Yeah.
So all the ones where he makes Goku stronger than he needs to, than he can. So I guess Majin Buu
every
Saga, Majin Buu Saga, and because he doesn't fight Goku in the Cell Saga at all. Majin Buu and the Saiyan Saga. I like Vegeta when he kicks Goku's ass.
He doesn't though.
He does.
No, because,
Vegeta beat Goku, but Krillin Krillin got.
Are you talking about the original Saiyan? Okay, sorry, my bad. No,
I think the
talking
Saiyan Saga is the closest Vegeta got to like beating Goku.
Yeah, yeah.
Majin Vegeta had Goku's number.
No, Goku didn't
no,
turn
he did
Super
not.
Saiyan 3. That's
yeah,
why.
Goku could have turned Super Saiyan 3. The only reason why Vegeta won is because he knocked him out from behind after he was like picking up a sensu bean or something.
Yeah, Vegeta got angry at Goku for that.
Yeah, for holding back.
Because he was like, after he came back to Earth, when he was still a ghost, he was like, I can't believe you held back.
Because like right after Vegeta dies, like Goku goes and fights Buu and turns Super Saiyan 3. So I'm sure Vegeta's watching from heaven going, bro, what the fuck? This guy, I just fought him like an hour ago. Fuck him.
He went easy on me. Yeah.
Anyway, for villains in Dragon Ball, I think John was right. The movie villains, they're more interesting. Like they have more.
God, I disagree with that.
No, that's horrible.
So
man.
much.
I like Turles. What's not to like about Turles? He becomes like he messes up the world, you know, and then all
Which
the
one's
Z Warriors. The Tree of Might.
The
Oh,
guy that
okay,
looks like
yeah,
Goku.
yeah.
No, I think most of the movie villains are pretty
Lord Slug,
average.
another good
at
villain.
best.
The first time you meet a non-Namek who's like
When was the last time you saw these movies?
Lord's
long time.
in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
Try going back and watching them, and you'll see they're fine. They're not bad, but
Okay. You wouldn't watch them.
come on, they're not Frieza. Judd's fine to have his opinion, but I'm not gonna say Garlic Jr. is a better villain than Frieza. You know what I'm saying?
Probably not. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that Garlic Jr., everything about him is all good. Frieza has a lot of good things as a villain, but then like when I think Frieza, I also think of like that never-ending fight that just dragged out, and that kind of brings it down. But then Frieza, he's insulting. He calls them monkeys, so he's like a space racist. He's genocidal. So there's so much like good stuff to hate about Frieza as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's tight.
But in the end, it's all about your favorite, right? The one you like the most. It's not about which one was done.
I'd have to say then Frieza because I barely remember Garlic Jr.
I mean, I think Frieza's like a great character too.
He's also but he's also annoying as well. I don't like that he's small.
Really?
No, especially, and I don't. Yeah, I mean,
Second form, first form, third form.
well,
Third
I
form
think
is
he's
ugly as
scariest
hell. Don't even
form.
mention the third form.
I like the third form because he looks the most monstrous.
The
and,
alien.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I hated that.
I think a lot of people were actually initially disappointed in Frieza's final form because of that. They're just like, bro, the
Minimal.
second form was like this buff version of him. The
Yeah.
third one was like a monstrous version. Like the fourth one's gonna be like buff and monstrous at the same fucking time. And then he's like this little dude. And
Skinny dude. I just want to ask a question. Am I allowed to split a character. So as in like if
Just talk about it.
Go for it.
I love Frieza's legs and Cell's head.
as in like
Yeah.
the forms, the different forms. If I can select like a particular form, like Perfect Cell. The thing is, I didn't
my guy.
like his first form, second form. I liked when he became like that arrogant guy. Like now I can kick
I
your
feel the
ass.
same way. Yeah.
That arrogance that he showed, like I
Yeah.
can take him on and like do whatever he wants. Like I'm gonna wait 7 days because I can because I'm Cell kind of thing. Like
His
that
design was also cool.
yeah.
I love his design. So
Um,
cool. I think he's the coolest looking villain.
But if it's just an overall character, I'll probably say like Android 17.
Android 17, why? Because he's just cool. He's cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, he was just more like, look, I do what I want. Like I'm gonna kill people because I wanted to kill them, kind of thing. Like I don't need a reason for it, in a way. Whereas like sometimes
Just
they
hedonism.
forced they forced like a reason for you to become a villain. Whereas he was just a bit more carefree. He was just like, yeah, he's a bad guy. That's it.
Let me tell you why Perfect Cell is the perfect villain.
No, too
Alright.
bad, Gohan.
First of all, concept-wise, come on, guys. Who the fuck wouldn't love a character that has the genes of every single character in the Dragon Ball universe and like combined it into one? And like, as if that doesn't sound like the final villain of like the show, right? Pretty sure Akira Toriyama was intended for the Cell Saga to be the finish.
It
because
was the hype of the show.
Because that's when Goku passed the torch.
Yeah,
to
that's
Gohan.
what it was. It was actually meant to be the end. I think that's what they said.
Yeah.
So, like, Cell was the like
Pinnacle villain. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. I just remember thinking back when like they first introduced him, like, holy shit, what is this guy capable of? Like, what will he be capable of? Because he's got everyone's techniques. He can Kamehameha. He can he can't instant transmission.
He can
like,
regenerate.
He can.
Yeah.
Masenko. He can regenerate. He can like
No, he
breathe
can
in
instant
space.
transmit. He can. Remember?
No, he can't. He learned later at
Yeah,
the very end.
yeah, at the very end. Yeah. Oh, you're saying like at the beginning? Yeah.
Yeah, when you just get introduced to him, you're just like, holy shit, this guy could get so dangerous.
You remember that bit where like some civilian tries to bang a hammer on the back of Imperfect Cell's head, and then
Yeah.
and then Cell literally eats him? I was terrified of.
Yeah,
Cell.
like he sucks his skin is remaining at the very end.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
the
holy
inside.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember
And
when
that was
um,
fucking crazy.
Imperfect Cell was like first introduced, at least in like, I don't know how it was in Japanese, but in the English dub, he introduced himself as like Piccolo's brother, and it's like, what? How is this possible? And then he's like, just have his cells. It's like not Piccolo's brother. It's baited.
Yeah. But he is kind of his brother, right? Because they share the same genes.
Yeah.
That's what he meant.
Yeah, I know
Like,
that's what he
so-
meant, but like I felt that was
Like,
like
what-
such a tease when they said that, and like, you know, when I first
As an
watched it,
8-year-old or
I was like,
something.
yeah,
As
I
an
was like taking
8-year-old.
in like,
Maybe. I suppose. But I loved it. I was just like, oh my god, this guy's like part Namekian, part Saiyan, part fucking whatever Frieza is. Like, he's like all these things. So I love the fact that you know that he can regenerate, and you know that he can get stronger after every battle from the Saiyans. So it's like two abilities combined that are just like so ridiculously strong together. There's just like, which is why when he came back after blowing up,
Yeah.
he was like unbeatable, right? And then I'm pretty sure they realized, like the creators realized how OP regeneration was, because they just put it on every villain after that. Like, it's just like,
Imagine Boo.
regenerate. Oh yeah, and he's got all the abilities. I was just like so excited to see him use this array of abilities. Like he fucking multi-forms, and he Kamehamehas, and he special beam cannons, and like he does Frieza's Destructo discs, and like it was like so cool to watch. And not only that, like he gave birth to like these fucking demon cells, and
there's
Cell
like
Juniors.
little cells,
Yeah.
Cell Juniors,
Yeah.
yeah.
he just had so much like personality. As like he had the personality of all the characters. Like sometimes he could be really cool and collected, and then sometimes he was just like this huge fucking show off that just like he liked to show off, like the Cell games. He was cocky. Like he was like, I'll wait for you for 7 days and I'll fight you, bitch. Like that's his Saiyan
When
side
he's
talking.
descending through the television broadcast studio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that.
that's his like Saiyan genes telling him to like, I want to have a good fight.
Make
you know
a
what I mean?
statement.
And then he fucking rages like Frieza as well, like when he's about to lose. and you know, I think he's just so cool.
And when he died, that was the Yamcha in him. When he got his ass beat.
There's a reason why he didn't use Yamcha's moves.
I'm also the same, like with the perfect cell. I wanted to say Frieza as well, but I think that's because I'm being influenced by Super. So that's why I don't want to mention Frieza at that point.
Because Frieza was seen as this huge threat that no one had ever seen or heard of until much later. It was like, oh wow, Frieza's this guy that Vegeta's scared of, and the Ginyu Force is scared of, and all these people are scared of. And like, he was set up to be this huge villain, which he was. And he was great. But he was like, moving aside from like Dragon Ball Super, like David said, he was just like this evil dude. He was great, but I don't know, not enough of an impact personality wise for me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like in Super, I would probably, if I include Super, I would probably switch to Frieza. But yeah, no, I think in Dragon.
See, that's why I think it's unfucking fair, because if Cell had gotten the same treatment, like
he did in GT.
No, we don't talk about GT here. All right.
Anyway, I'm converted. Favorite villain is now Cell. Yeah, you converted me from a character who I couldn't even remember.
Oh,
Garlic
really?
Jr.
Wow.
I couldn't even remember.
Okay, then it was an easy task. Anyone could beat Garlic Jr.
Yeah.
You know, he's a filler character.
I'm having difficulty like picturing him or anything that he even said.